Is it agave? Agave. I'll make some tequila. Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, booze hound. Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, booze hound. Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, happy birthday, booze hound. Hack, e-beggar. I'm going to ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off. Donate. E-beggar. Donate. E-beggar. Donate. E-beggar. Gravy train. I'm not Muslim. I'm just a
food channel that's running out of ideas.
In the meantime, let's watch some TikTok. On my TikTok. White Canadian. On my TikTok. White. On my TikTok. White Canadian. On my TikTok. White. I'm not Muslim. I'm just a white Canadian. White guy. Hitler flap. Thank you very much. White guy. Because I'm white. So the Japanese are horrible people. If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face. I'm gonna ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off. I think I've stalled. If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face. Bitch. I did the uncut raw videos. Whether we win or lose, we drink booze. A British peanut. I have zero knowledge. I'm very uneducated. Is this your full-time job? Yes. This is a business. Topper's Pizza. This is a business. Topper's Pizza. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit. Do you enjoy doing food reviews as much, or are you bored? I'm bored! I only promote things that I like. The Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, my Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery's working its butt off. Blue Eddie, this thing is absolutely amazing. Call me a sellout. Screw off. Tangy. 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 I'm insane. Double. Hi, can I get a medium Pepsi, please?
Sorry?
Medium Pepsi.
There's a sign here saying turtles.
Oh.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, this is my car.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no. It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it.
Well, he wanted to eat this in the car. So I think we could have, no? Would have rocked my car.
I'm not Muslim. I'm just a white Canadian Hitler flap. See what I mean? Hitler flap. Thank you very much. Because I'm white. The Chinese are horrible, so the Japanese are horrible people. Fuck. Shit. Beautiful looking lunch.
You are good at describing food.
You really got to stop that. You really need to stop that. How else to fix this? You really got to stop that. You really need to stop that.
This is the dumpster that your mom and I found you in. Your real name was going to be called Waste Management. Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did. That's a Ferrari.
Is that not a pathetic shot? Ken is looking over to what he thinks could be a Ferrari. Carol doesn't care, so she follows him. And this sort of reminds me of the type of person, with Ken talking about the Ferrari, that is always wearing Harley Davidson shirts and using the stickers and the hats and everything, and never really gets a Harley Davidson. Ken is the same type of person, always talking about these sports cars. He could have had a Mustang for less money when he first got the Tijuana, and same thing for the Atlas. And it's just sickening to hear these people talk about these things that they never actually go and get, and then they spend even more money on other stupid things. Anyway, let's keep going.
I just don't want to do them anymore. You guys offer drinks here, or you had to get it from there? Tried this thing. Anybody from Germany, let me know if you like this beer or not. I said, do you have any German beers? And they're like, this is the only one they had. Now, if you're a child, don't fucking watch this.
Ken, it never gets old, at least not for you. Putting the key in, putting the key out, opening and closing the doors, messing around with the dashboard, showing us the footage of doing all that, and trying to get people to take an interest in your magnets and stickers when nobody wants them. Just do what you do, Ken. You just bring it. Bring what they told you at Jelly Smack. Go bigger. Take it to the next level. More footage of you messing around with the doors. Just do it, Ken.
Check it out, guys. We are at the conservatory.
And this is a Carol thing. It's a giant garden, and note how Carol is already several steps ahead of Ken, and they don't share conversation as they go there. There's so many things wrong with the footage Ken publishes. Then again, he doesn't care. It's just, just grind it out and publish, and you'll get an audience of clowns to pay at least a little bit of attention to it. So as we go towards this giant garden, notice that Carol is not paying attention to the blather from Ken or sharing conversation with him either.
So they sometimes have butterflies here. Sometimes, I guess during the wintertime.
Carol is stalking around like an angry, impatient man. Who of the two of them would you be more afraid of? An angry Ken or an angry Carol? Let us know in the comments below. And let's run it a few more times.
So they sometimes have butterflies here. Sometimes, I guess during the wintertime. They don't, Carol. Sometimes, I guess during the wintertime. They don't, Carol. Sometimes, I guess during the wintertime. They don't, Carol. Looked it up. I'm not sure exactly. Hello.
There's no butterflies yet.
Even though there are no chicken sandwiches or alcohol here, because they put it on the channel, Ken just wrote it off.
Not just yet. That is starting on the 24th. Almost.
Wow. Very cool. Oh, you can buy them? Nice. This is the jungle room, alright. Beautiful. Humid in here.
These turtles are not sharing the experience. Carol is into it and Ken is complaining about the humidity. And note that sculpture a little bit off in distance. When Ken gets to it, he's going to demonstrate what an ignoramus he is, because it's meant to suggest a rabbit and still have something available for interpretation. And Ken is like, oh, it's a rabbit? No, it's not a rabbit. He's like 56 years of age with no wisdom.
You can just smell the leaves. It smells like you're in a jungle for sure. Because I guess we technically are, aren't we? That's beautiful. Metal. Look at that rabbit. Looks like a rabbit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like a butterfly.
But it's not. It looks like something. And that is a huge agave plant. Is it agave? Agave. We'll make some tequila. That's the plant.
Thanks, Ken. You do make it too easy sometimes. Even in this special garden, you have to talk about hard liquor. Then Ken babbles out loud about, oh, what is that, like 7 foot tall or 9 foot tall? I don't even know. And then he makes a grandpa joke. Says, hey, you want to lose some weight? Stay in here. It's such cringe material.
That's got to be about 7.5 to 9 feet tall. I can't really judge how tall that is. Killer heat. Want to lose some weight? Let's stay in here for a while.
Thanks, Ken. That was fabulous. With the next bit of footage, notice that Ken is shooting it by himself.
Orchid house. Orchids. Remember I had orchids in my kitchen for a while? That's pretty cool. Very nice pink orchids. Well, that was the...
So they are leaving, and as they do so, a loud sports car makes noise. And instead of just taking a moment and stepping back and doing the shot over again, Ken tries to work with it, and it's not funny.
That's a Ferrari.
Is that not a pathetic shot? Ken is looking over to what he thinks could be a Ferrari. Carol doesn't care, so she follows him. And this sort of reminds me of the type of person, with Ken talking about the Ferrari, that is always wearing Harley Davidson shirts and using the stickers and the hats and everything, and never really gets a Harley Davidson. Ken is the same type of person, always talking about these sports cars. He could have had a Mustang for less money when he first got the Tijuana, and same thing for the Atlas. And it's just sickening to hear these people talk about these things that they never actually go and get, and then they spend even more money on other stupid things. Anyway, let's keep going.
I hear him grind the gears.
That is such a fake laugh from Carol. She didn't want to participate with that. However, Ken got it started with, oh, it's a Ferrari. I want to hear him grind the gears. What's she supposed to do? It's such horrible material. And then he says something that's really evil.
You hear him slide out into a tree.
That is not even funny. Like, what did that guy ever do to you, Ken, you fucking asshole? Hear him slide out into a tree. Then there's a smile on his face. Like, why? I mean, why can't you just say, hear him slide out into a ditch? If it's into a tree, he's gonna get killed. Like, this is something that a disappointing juvenile boy would say. You know, always coming up wishing, bad things for people.
Oh, that's exciting.
That was exciting, starting our trip off with a nice car crash.
That's exciting.
That was exciting, starting our trip off with a nice car crash. There's no ambulance in front of Smokes Poutine, but there's an ambulance in front of the Nutrition Plus Community Health Market. I didn't know what to do.
And thinking that it's funny. And like, Ken is like 56, and this is what he has like such an irritating personality. And he's just gonna babble, as he does a lot of the time, creating garbage content. And I'm just gonna crop it to Carol, who is suffering his babble. That's what we're gonna do next.
So that was the Crone Conservatory. There was one area, the bonsai area, and another area were closed. And the butterfly thing doesn't happen until the 25th. And yeah, so that's one of the things we looked up in this area, what we wanted to do. And so we did it. I'm glad we came. If you've never been here and you live here, gotta go check it out. I think it was only $7. Yeah. Maybe $7.50 per person US. Sorry about the lighting.
Our Ken is sorry about the lighting, he's sorry about the sound, he's sorry about this mistake, he's sorry about that mistake, when the name of his channel is KBD Productions TV, when really it is just the ramblings of a lazy jackass who does not care.
And now we're going to hopefully eat some German food.
Yes, and because it's Ken, he's going to lie and say, it's the best German food in Cincinnati! So he gets some clickbait action, and maybe it goes viral, and he gets lots of money with no work just by lying to you about it. And he's going to make 4 mistakes. That's our Ken, and here it comes.
So just in case you're looking for this place, it's called Ludbecker.
No, Ken. It is called the Lübecker.
The Lübecker.
Funny thing is, Ken is pointing at the sign. That's number 1. And it says the Lübecker. Number 2, if you want to show the logo, as Ken has done, the logo says the Lübecker. The copy and paste of the title, the name of the place, is the Lübecker. And the copy and paste of the address also provides the Lübecker. Ken has made 4 mistakes right there. And there's more. It is Lübecker. Notice the umlauts on top of the U? That indicates Lübecker. And Ken has done more. He calls it Ludbecker.
It's called Ludbecker. It's called Ludbecker. It's called Ludbecker. It's called Ludbecker.
The proper name is the Lübecker.
The Lübecker.
What Ken does is he shaves off the, he buggers up the U pronunciation, even with the hint of the umlaut, and then he adds a D to say Ludbecker.
It's called Ludbecker. It's called Ludbecker.
Ken gives no fucks about the material that he makes, and there is not even anybody in his own family that will go through this garbage before he publishes who could catch all these mistakes. And then, after making garbage, he turns to you at the end of his videos and says, please join my Patreon, I'm barely getting by, when he's got tons of money thanks to Carol. Speaking of money, would you guys please join the channel? You know how long it took me to make this little gag? It took me more than an hour to make this joke. More than an hour of work. $1.99. As long as we have the channel running, and if you dig it, $1.99. What are you going to do with $1.99 a month? That's been that way ever since we had channel memberships. It's the cheapest that YouTube will allow. And Ken has got all these different tiers, and other channels have different tiers. You pay more, and you get the, extra things. It's $1.99. That's it. $1.99. You get custom emojis, and you help to push us in the algorithm. I worked on this for more than an hour.
The Lübecker.
It's called Ludbecker.
The Lübecker.
It's called Ludbecker. So but there's no big signs. There's no, I thought it was in that building for some reason. And it's called Queen City Radio. So it's really loud in there, a lot of music. So we'll see what we can do about eating here, and might have to do all voiceover or something if it's really loud. And no firearms, no weapons, people. Let's go. Wow, this place looks awesome. Okay, it's a food truck.
Our Ken thought that it was in a building across the street. And then when he actually gets to it, it's like, oh, it's a food truck. That is how little work he puts into it. And he publishes it. I mean, he doesn't even think that, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Oh, it's a food truck. Oh, I didn't know. I thought... So, if you do a search for this, like the best German food in Cincinnati, Ohio, this place doesn't even come up. So, of course, when it's Ken, if he's getting German food, it's just the best German food in Cincinnati, in Ohio. Because that's how cynical he is towards his own audience. It's like, what are you going to call this? The best German food! It's like, here's Ken for real. Oh, it's a food truck. And then when he advertises it, he does, it's the best best German food in Cincinnati, Ohio. And the video that I got, that little clip of that mentions the name from somebody else, they said it's really good German-style street food, and that's it. So it's good stuff. It's just hardly the best, of the best, and that's just, the way Ken does things. No fucks are given, and then he tells you it's the best there is. What a idiot.
Nice. Hello. So they have schnitzel sandwiches. Well, we're definitely going to start with one of your pretzels.
So the turtles are ordering. I know, it's boring. It'll be over soon. And I didn't want to fast forward through it because Ken is about to play some really obnoxious, over-the-top Ken Domik music service when running more footage. Like if he goes to a German place, he's going to run ridiculous, over-the-top German music. Same thing if he goes to a Mexican place. It's just so simple and clumsy of him to do, and I wanted you to, not be rushed into it. It's coming soon.
You guys offer drinks here, or you had to get it from there?
Handmade German egg noodle dumplings.
The currywurst? It's not a big meal. Yeah. Right. So that plus a pretzel plus a schnitzel sandwich for me.
Did I try the Spetzel?
Case of Spetzel?
With the
Spetzel?
cheese on the side, please. Thank you.
This is what Carol's ordering.
Isn't that terrible? Do you want to know what it's called? It is Out of Order by the Fly Guy 5. It is a Ken Domik selection from Epidemic Sound. And I can play the whole thing because I'm paying for Epidemic Sound too. Please join the channel.
They're having a trivia night here tonight, and it's going to get really loud. So this was the best spot we could find. Carol went with a lemonade, but unfortunately, she didn't ask if it was like a frozen lemonade. So, and it's actually getting quite cold here now. So drinking that, you're going to be shivering all the way home. And she's got ice water. Like I said, it is going to be crazy loud in here. But, and then I tried this thing.
So Carol has to sit there and listen to Ken talk about alcohol, in addition to him having the alcohol most of the time. We can't feel sorry for her, though, because she's rich.
Anybody from Germany, let me know if you like this beer or not. I said, do you have any German beers? And they're like, this is the only one they had in a can. So I'll let you know what I think of that. 4.8% alcohol. They'll text me when the food's ready. Cheers.
Now, Ken is going to talk to us about the beer, as if we care, but the opinions of somebody who worships Molson's and chugs Jägermeister, with all kinds of background noise to go with it, because Ken is too lazy to mic up properly for his crazy-ass job.
It's a little bitter. It's definitely like a light tasting beer. It's not a heavy beer. This is one of those beers maybe I'd only have one of, and then I'd move to something else. There's other German beers I prefer over that, but this will do for tonight. Schnitzel. Ooh, there's the big pretzel cheese sauce. Carol ordered. Looks pretty good. Yummy. Check that out. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh yeah. Check that out. Yeah, we're going to be full. That's a lot of food.
Funny how Ken has been insisting that he's been doing intermittent fasting for more than 3 years straight. And the other thing that we keep hearing him say is, that's a lot of food.
It's called currywurst. When I was going to do a German food review downtown Toronto, There's a place called Wurst, and they said, Ken, you got to do currywurst. It's traditional German street food, and you can find it anywhere in Germany from street vendors. So that's supposed to be on that, but Carol can't have cheese, so they gave us the cheese on the side. I got to do this. It's been so long. So it's sausage, and then like a curry tomato sauce on it, and it's spicy. I'm sure there's a billion recipes for this. Oh, girls going in.
Oh yeah.
It is so stupid that Ken is trying to create excitement for the food on his food channel by saying Carol's going in, and then when she actually gets to it and has the first big bite, he edits it off the footage.
Doing that pretzel thing.
Ken will not be able to take away all of our fun, though. Stay with this.
Very nice. I'm gonna steal the other half of that. That's the honey one. This is the yellow and then cheese. 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 I'm gonna do the cheese since. What? Yeah? Oh, look at that. I got the glob of cheese that form. He's 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 that form. That formed on the top. Cheese is nice and rich.
Oops, sorry.
And with the regular mustard. Yeah. Straight up regular mustard.
Yeah, it's better.
I wouldn't say it's better, it's good.
Sort of strange that with Ken making dick jokes at almost every opportunity, he doesn't offer one while Carol is handling something that looks big and functional. Our Ken also has difficulty with the footage because the edits are very sloppy as Carol is really getting into this and Ken is keeping the Carol footage away from us.
Like breaking up lobster. Snow crab. King crab. Look at this feast. It's kind of like a French's mustard. But that's your fave. Give this thing a shot. Very drippy.
As we move forward, note how much horrible background noise there is, because Ken, no fucks given, Domik, is not going to mic himself up or Carol, and he considers this to be professional material from KBD Productions TV that he wants you to pay him extra for, because he's barely getting by to make this for you. That's why he does it. He's doing it for you, not for him. Not just to, write off their meals and sleepwalk through what they do.
Oh, that was good. I prefer mustard over something cheap I got. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try this.
Oh wow. Like little dumplings.
Yep.
With onion rings on top. Dumpling going down. Да? 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 Just like a deep fried dough kind of thing? Like a noodle.
Onion thing?
Oh,
Yeah, they're good.
the season that is.
Even though Ken has already demonstrated several times that he knows nothing about food and the culinary arts, and has stated, literally, that he doesn't know what he's talking about, that he's a Kraft Dinner and wieners and ketchup kind of guy, and that he has no knowledge and is very uneducated.
I have zero knowledge. I'm very uneducated.
Regarding food, every now and then, in the midst of his worst material ever, which is what he is making these days, he will pretend every now and then to try to come up with some sort of conversation that makes it appear that he does take an interest when he doesn't. The problem is, the material is so lazy that he gives up on it in the midst of it. So Ken is about to tell us crunchy, and then he spins the camera around, the conversation disappears, and the scene changes. That is our Ken. Here it is.
Crunchy. Onions.
I love onion rings, but this is really neat. It's like nice and light, but yet it's still like an onion.
It falls apart like crazy as soon as you touch it. Okay, Carol. You gotta do one.
But it's pork. Ooh.
Yeah. It's like a bratwurst or... I think you'll like the curry stuff. It definitely has a little bit of a sting on the tongue. I'm hoping that it doesn't...
Very hot, or it's very cold.
It's not very hot. I just had one. It is getting cold out here. I'm hoping that it's not too spicy for you. It'll definitely like kind of pinch your tongue a little bit. But you can taste that curry, right? Yeah. Well, it's not bad. That's good. Glad you tried it. Let's not try this with some cheese on it, because that's the way it's supposed to be eaten. Tastes better with the cheese.
Yeah.
Just look at the grimace on Ken's face. Have you noticed that throughout these productions, he's not like, laughing and smiling and acting the way he is when he's with Paul? It's like a messed up relationship they have. She's got the money, and Ken doesn't have to do these videos. Like every once in a while, you guys will say, Ken's gonna be a Walmart greeter. No, he's not. They've got tons of money. And the reason why they don't fix up the shack in the Elf Village is because when they decide to sell that property, that house is just going to be wiped out overnight. It's garbage. It's the property that's worth a mint. With all that said, Ken is not going to be the big shot that he thought he was going to be, and he gave up after CraveCon, and the resentment and anger shows itself every now and then, even though they have money. The thing is, it's Carol's money. So he's like a sidecar to her money that she got from, getting the proceeds from liquidating the house that her father got rid of after Carol's mother had passed. And Ken told us all this stuff. We know the story. The thing is, I usually don't talk when I do this for an introduction. We just do it. However, this time, given the grimace he's got there, I wanted to do a little bit of an introduction. Let's do this.
I just don't want to do them anymore. I just don't want to do them anymore. just don't want to do them anymore. I 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 just don't want to do them anymore.
Why not?
Why not?
When in Cincinnati.
Ken is about to finish saying, "When in Cincinnati, go nuts," which is not a popular saying. And it is a take on "when in Rome," which means when in Rome, do as the Romans do, which for Ken and his purposes makes no sense, because the people of Cincinnati are not known for making pigs of themselves all the time. And it's been about a year since Ken's own audience rejected the fake van life branding change of his channel, which was just Ken doing what he did before with no energy with Carol and expecting to get paid for it, and he had to return to making a pig of himself as much as he ever did before. So for him to say when in Cincinnati go nuts doesn't make sense, because he's going nuts all the time with overeating junk food. So it's just stupid.
Go nuts.
So, Ken's going in for the sandwich.
All right, look at the size
Look
of
at
that schnitzel, and it looks like it is on a pretzel bun
Yes, it is.
with some tomato and some sauce.
So take that lid off.
Let's take that lid
see
off.
what's inside there.
Let's see. Let's lever that off. We got some lettuce of some type, maybe spinach, maybe. There's some red on it, so I'm not sure. I saw him making it, and it looks great. Look at this. The bun is tiny. The bun is tiny, and it overhangs more than that's the half a bun, and then look how much more of this, and it's pork schnitzel. Yeah, I just had to put each, oh my gosh. Look how thick that schnitzel is.
Ken is about to fake it hardcore with a double take, and then he's going to do a totally fake, "Wow! Oh, Carol, you're going to love that." Like as if we care. Like we're going to get all excited. Like we're going to get invested in this. Ken has so little energy that not only is he boring all the way through, when he fakes it, it's just as cringe because he doesn't have enough energy to sustain a suitable fake. He's just not what he used to be.
Just for you, and just for you, just for you, and just for you.
And that has nothing to do with Ken being in his 50s. He could still do his channel with high energy because it does not require him to perform like an Olympic athlete. He just doesn't care anymore because CraveCon failed. And so now he just does this as a hobby for his own disposable income. He doesn't need the money, and he gets to write off all of his meals. And now, let's get back to Ken being fake.
Wow. 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 Oh, Carol, you're gonna love that. I'm moving to Cincinnati.
You are, Ken? Wow, how amazingly amazing and important. When you published this on April 1st of 2023, you gave it the title of Best German Food in Cincinnati. And now, today, as I finish my work on this reaction, April 24th, 2023, you have, as of today, after 23 days, 27,436 views. And about 4 of those are from me going to get these grabs in the video. Nobody cares, Ken. Nobody cares.
Incredible. I've had a lot of good schnitzels in my life, but this is definitely up there.
We know all of Ken's tricks, and for his audience, they work a lot of the time. Yet over here, they don't, and they're just cringe material for us to laugh at. So Ken is really selling it, because he knows he's going to give this the title of Best German Food in Cincinnati. He thinks he's going to get like a lot of easy clicks and money. And he says, I've had a lot of schnitzel. That's definitely up there. And that's only part 1 of what he does. And that like drives me bananas, is that he doesn't take a stand. Because he wants money from everybody who might want to give it to them. So if he takes a stand and chooses one, which is the best, then he turns away all the others. You see, like, there are other people who do legitimate food reviews, and they say this is the best one. So Ken is always doing this. He's saying this is definitely one of the best. Like I said, that's just part 1. So he said that, and now a little later he's going to say, this is definitely one of the best. Well, definitely means to define, and you say this is the best. And if you say one of the best, like, well, how many? Like 1 of 40 or something? It's just total horseshit from Ken, and here comes the second part.
It is so juicy. As you bite it, you're like, wow, where's all this juice coming from? Mark. That's definitely one of the best schnitzel sandwiches I've ever had.
Do you see what I mean? He did it again. That is definitely one of the best schnitzel sandwiches I've ever had. So what? Like 1 of 20 that you've had in the last 3 months? Who cares? Get out of here, Ken. Please and thanks.
I'm going to do one more bite before I turn the camera around. Because I want to try and get this tiny bun. If I get some of that bun in this next bite. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow.
So it's good, eh?
Yep. It's savory.
Thanks, Ken. It's savory. Your performance here is desperate, and it's getting lost in all the background noise. You're not communicating it effectively.
It's loud. Here. That last bite, I got more of that sauce. That's incredible. I can't wait for Carol to try it. I think you're gonna love it. Crazy, eh? Take out the bones. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Our Ken is about to say, get that bite there if you can do it. Then Carol goes for it, and Ken edits it out of the footage. It's so stupid. I mean, you can't even get enthusiastic about what's going on because Ken takes out the money shot, so to speak.
Get that bite right there if you can do it. I don't know what they put in there. I'm not sure if it's legal. 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 I'm not sure if it's legal.
Carol is about to say it's good. And that's all you're ever going to get out of Carol, unless Ken tells her to say something extra, because she cares even less than Ken. Because Ken is at least following formulas and trying to get easy money. Anyway, that's all over with because GraveCon failed and he's just a bitter jerk doing this. Ken is trying to sell this as best he can because of the title he knew he was going to give it, which is Best German Food in Cincinnati. So he's going to use something that could be argued is cinema verite, or you could call it Where Are My Cigarettes? Cinematography, which is giving a sense of excitement to it and reality by not being technically perfect in covering the subject. I think Ken is just shaking the camera and not, I'm reading too much into this.
Good? That's better than good. Look at it. Do you feel juicy? There's zero dryness to it. Yeah, just bite that. Oh, man. Isn't that good? Holy smoly. I don't know what they did to it to make it juicy like that. It's incredible. This is an incredible meal. God, you got to get to Cincinnati and order exactly what we ordered. Share it with somebody you love. And you're going to love this.
Even though Ken cut the best Carol action, he had to use some of the footage. So there's still some Carol action that we can help ourselves to, and we're going to. I just wanted to share with you how bad that footage was. And now we're going to crop to Carol.
Good? That's better than good. Look at it. Do you feel juicy? There's zero dryness to it. 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 Yeah, just bite that. Oh, man. Isn't that good? Holy smoly. I don't know what they did to it to make it juicy like that. It's incredible. This is an incredible meal. God, you got to get to Cincinnati and order exactly what we ordered. Share it with somebody you love. And you're going to love this as much as we did. Well, guys, it was that good. Clean Plate Award.
More like Pitifully Juvenile Not a Thing Award and Never Will Be a Thing Award, which is more accurate.
And Carol dumped all her ice from her water in there because it's just too cold to drink ice water. But thumbs up to this place or what? Yeah. Let's go to the campground. It's time to sleep off all this food.
Holy fuck, that was terrible. Okay, it's almost midnight on April 24th, 2023. So in about 10 minutes, it will then be 24 days since Ken published this thing, saying that it was the best German food in Cincinnati, and he went up about 18 views in the hours I've been working on this today, finishing it. This is going to be done. And he's now standing at 27,454 views at about 10 minutes to midnight on April 24th, 2023. And after those minutes are gone, it'll be 24 days later. And that's what he's got. 27,454 views. and nobody cares. And Ken sold it so much, like, this is the best, oh, this is incredible food, and then he publishes, and like, nobody cares, Ken. And that is what makes it funny, and that's it.
Is that it? That's it.
British peanut.
Double. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit.
White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people.
Tangy.